Go, CRQ. I wanna sing from the chandelier. Like tomorrow doesn't exist. CRQ. Doom can join na. All right. Hello. I think we are back again, guys. Oh my god. After a long time, we are being back to streaming here for CRQ. So let's see how it looks like for the teams here. We have CRQ and Azealia Bloom. Yeah, Azealia Bloom is like, yeah, you're definitely out there. Go CRQ. Let me see. Type in YT. Seriously? Yeah, need support. What? I think the teams are in though. Let's see. Best of 3 series again, 10 bands. Same lineup. Oh. $19. Let's go. All right. Best of 3 series, CRQ underdogs versus Azealia Bloom, of course, and I think everyone is excited to see this matchup already because the last time these two have been playing against each other, I think it was in a tournament. Yep, and of course, CRQ lost to that. So this is going to be a scrim that you're going to be witnessing here, guys, and it's still definitely going to be a same lineup for both of the teams here. So yeah, of course, Scrim is a very important factor here. And now we can see that CRQ will be the one who will be onto the blue side and Azalea Bloom who will be onto the red side, which means that they will be able to have advantage of picking out 2 heroes that they can use for themselves. So Star bans on the side of CRQ. They usually almost always ban these heroes, so that's no brainer. For Azalea Bloom though. Oh, they got Nicole, Scrim, Max, Yorsky, Nini Kumar, and of course, Frost. Yeah, Frost.
Butterflies born by thy wish.
Jushin's always bad man, no matter what the situation is gonna be. Either Scrims or if it's even in Scrims it's banned. So I'm pretty sure no one, no mid laner in India will be able to play her now. I'm just saying because there's no, even in rank it's never open, even in scrims it's never open, even in tournaments it's never open, which means that they will always they will stop using Jushin unless they wanna unless they play classic. That is, yeah, that's it. So user ban coming through from Kyra here, but from Max they have to take away the carry. So much of a big prior created for the carry here. I don't know. You know, carry usually comes into the ban into that third phase, into that third pick, third ban, or even the second phase. And I'm pretty sure that they just want to remove away the heroes that can possibly be into the hands of Kyra here because he's so comfortable onto the damage dealing heroes. I mean, fighters he does well, but he's really more comfortable onto the marksman, I would say. So I think it's a deny of sorts coming through for their side here. So now for CRQ, what can be a possible ban? Because there are a lot of options. You know, the thing that they could do is like just target ban. And I feel like Nicole Scrim has been spamming the Farsa too, so that can also be a good option. But they cannot really ban it away, they can actually handle it out, so they have to ban onto the Kalea here. No pick off for Azealia Bloom right now. Still, one hero, Freya, is definitely out in the open, but it is a Scrim, right? In Scrims, you usually want to pick out a hero that is mainly not used. But I think it's definitely important that you want to win also so that you have the mentality that you can actually have a good opponent onto your opposite side as well. But hey, I think Freya is not banned, so should this be a Freya for Kyra, or does he still want to play the marksman? Because Cloud is also an option. Grog is still out there, Hilda Grog. But I think you can totally keep the rooms here. Just try to prior onto the Yi Xunshin too, because Yursky, he can play the Yi Xunshin, man. He can definitely play it. So wait, what is wrong? Something's wrong, guys. Bro said let's go.
Your team is banning.
Never mind, this is gonna be the renew. Let's just go again. See what the bans are gonna be. Again, if it's not changed, that is. I don't understand why Azealia Bloom were banning away the
The clouds are ever shifting, but this heart remains steadfast.
maybe they're onto something. You know, most of the time when you try to ban away the heroes that usually comes in
Butterflies
increase
born
the
by thy
Your
wish.
team is
you
banning.
Guided
wanna
by lantern's
Tail's
light.
been itching for
use
a real
you
fight.
wanna
Your
use
team
that
is banning.
moment to try
I've
to
been
counteract
waiting
the
for
Your
too
metas that
team
long.
has
is
been
banning.
there for your side. So it's important that you know how your opponent play style is. And I think Lomsanga, he's more of an assassin player rather than those fighters. He does play the Leo mod, but I don't know much about the Guinevere here. So I think it's more of a hero that for Agilabum they ban away. So in order to have a wait, what is going on? Oh my god.
Your team is banning.
Oh, just ban it in a jiffy, guys. It's okay. Well, what?
The clouds are ever shifting, but this
Your
heart
team
remains
is
steadfast.
Sora, okay, Jushin, Carrie, Guinevere are the three bands that's coming through into the hands of Agelia Bloom. And I think this
Butterflies
team is.
born by thy
Your
wish.
team is
I
Guided
haven't
banning.
seen them
by
play
lantern's
together
light.
much,
Tail's
but
been itching for a real fight.
Agelia
Your
Bloom
team is
kind of
banning.
had the potential to
Your team
go for
is
both
banning.
damage into the jungle and damage into the gold lane too.
Let
And I think
them play
Max
the
can have
hero.
a very
Your
does
I
team
will
have
be
a
is
the
very
banning.
truth
good
this world desperately
laning
needs.
phase as well. So they usually might want to go for a winning hero for him.
I'm
That
born
will
with
work in favor
talent.
for their
Team
side. So
is picking.
CRQ, it's gonna be the decider whether they want to play the Freya or not. You know, on most case scenario, you might want to try to prio onto that Freya, but I would love a Yi Xunshin here. It's much better because you can flex it out. But when you let go of the Freya again, you kind of need to play the CC too. So if you play the Yi Xunshin here and Azalea Bloom picked away the Freya, it usually is going to be forcing the Yi Xunshin to go into the jungle. So that will not be a flex potential anymore. So, you know, this is a meta where the mid lane or the jungle carries most here because the goal laners are usually dependent on what kind of picks you usually go for. Like if you go for the fighters, the mid lane should always be it should always be a late game
They call
hero,
me a hero
like the
because I saved my nation
Kimi
from
or
falling
the
apart.
Lunox or
Welcome
the
to
jungle, the Yushin of
special
course.
time,
But looking
friend.
at the picture for Azalea Bloom, this is gonna be the Yushin coming through and the Grok as well. This is not a very big factor. I think this is a comfort of sorts. Frost might be able to play this well to get on with the Yi Xunshin again, and I feel like this Yi Xunshin should be going into the jungle because against the Freya, you don't really want to go against a Freya when you are a Yi Xunshin because Yi Xunshin usually needs the early game momentum, and when you don't have that, because the Freya kind of denies that a lot, you don't really have the moment to get the farm up. So Yi Xunshin direct counter can be the Gatot, but against the Grok though. It's gonna be canceling out the tone most of the time here, but yeah, still gonna be worth it. But against the Yushin, I'm pretty sure this should be into the goal, into the jungle here. A big
The
magic damage
southern
dealer can come
seas
through.
are
So
my
Nico this time
domain.
around, he should be onto like a Dita. So Yursky here. This is gonna be decided whether he's gonna be going for the jungle Yushin or is it a goal lane Yushin for Ajay But I feel like they can still flex it out. The CC is still available, but do you want to go for the CC here? Because I think CC should be good again for CRQ into the XP
I
lane
am not
here.
the only one bound by
So
these
that is
chains.
gonna be a very fast Furious. I'm quite unsure why they picked the Furious though. If it's supposed to be against Freya, I don't think you can out-sustain the Freya with the Furious. I don't know. Maybe they're stopping
Your
a lot of
team
forces
is
for
banning.
here. And I don't really think CRQ will go for the Uranus either. Because they don't have a setup that can be followed through with the
The
Gato.
night sky tells
Esmeralda
all.
is a good
Team
band though.
is banning.
It can go into the goal because of the flex that the Yi Xunshin already provide. Now another XP ban. Gimme is all of the question now. Wait, what is CRQ cooking though? Like, they don't have late games anymore because of the Kadita and the Freya together now. Unless the Freya go into the XP, which is impossible to do so. Yeah, I don't think it should be a Freya XP. It's got a gold XP now, so they are gonna be dependent on the early game. I want to know what Lomsang is trying to play
Let's
here.
hear from the crowd.
Okay,
Make
CC
some
ban, very
noise.
good option
Yours
for Azilian Bloom now. Uh, hmm. Meech.
Crowned by
is good
heaven's
here?
mandate,
Okay,
my legacy shall
option?
endure.
Yeah, this is a very good hero here because it can always reveal the Kadita and always had a
Let's
good
hear
ground
those
setup. But
cheers.
oh, there we
It's
go.
time to
Yosuke
set
will
this
be into the jungle
ablaze.
with the Fanny. Man, I don't know. I don't like the fact that the Yushichin is going against Freya. Who will likely who is likely gonna bring away the vengeance too. But the forest pick might come in handy if they pick the Leomord out of Fredrin here. So it's forest is coming in handy now for Azelia.
Valor and royalty
Okay,
in a dead
Leomord.
body.
There is I don't know, man. Leomord is like, you know, when you have a Phobius, I mean, you usually pick out the Leomord when you see the, you usually pick out the Phobius when you see the Leomord, not the other way around, man. I'm pretty sure they're
May
onto
the
something.
blood of
Okay, they
flow
are
from
onto
my
something,
spear.
definitely onto something. So we were talking about the late game hero. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be a late game into the main Satahi, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be into the XP side. No, it's for Azilium, they need damage on the magic department. This is all physical. Fanny, Yi Xinshan, Nicole Scream. You might want to go for the burst, dude. The Yif should not be an option because against the Kadita, can you do something against the Godbot? Oh no, just play the first eye if you want the range, man. It's definitely gonna be better here because of the burst that you can provide. Of course, you're gonna be serving against the Kadita, but yeah, just bring the Purify, no? Farsa, man, please. And he's not choosing Farsa. Oh my goodness. It's Kadita.
Among the
Eve.
planes exists the equilibrium,
It's
which
Eve.
I was made for.
On a good note, I would say the first side gets cancelled out a lot by Leomord. I don't understand why Nini Kumar is on the Vengeance though. He could go for the flicker, you know, make some plays or something like that. But maybe he just wanna go in a head-to-head situation against PCJ onto the Mint Sitar here. Well, I'm not complaining because the damage coming through from the attack rate from Mint Sitar is definitely up to the par. And the Phobius cannot easily jump in there, so that's one of the perks of having the Phobius that early on. I did not like the tap pick Phobius, but now it's looking really really good for Azalea Evelyn. But I'm gonna be having second thoughts about the Eve though because there's a lot of dive composition already. The Kadita does a lot of damage. Onto the Eve as well, and of course the Gatot is always gonna be jumping onto your face, and yeah. Leomord is definitely
Welcome to Mobile
having that ranged
Legends.
also with Barbell. So let's head into the line of thought, guys.
5
We'll see how
seconds
the
till
game
the
number will
enemy
be
reaches
looking.
the
Game number one
Smash
will be
them.
looking like for Azalea Bloom
All
as well
troops
as
deployed.
CRQ. The picks are kind of off. Cheese picks, I would say, for the side of CRQ here. They're looking so strong, but Yursky is on his main hero. That is the Fanny. Yeah, we'll see how he performs. I've never seen his friend in the tournament, so Scrims is why it's going to be rising. But a little bit of a John coming through onto the other side here. Nico's going to be able to get a lot of poking here against Nico's queen. Never mind. That is a lot of damage he's already taken out. But Yursky already onto the level, onto the blue buff, might be trying to contest onto the Lethal Wanderer here. But that is going to be a winner of Retribution coming through from Lomsanga there. Definitely a good one right there. But Nico's going to the mid lane though. I think he might be able to outpoke the other side. But there's no help whatsoever coming through from Frost because he's trying to focus a bit onto delaying the red buff here. And I think he... Wait... Yeah, he is successful in doing so. That's a very, very annoying grok right there. And that's also, yeah, the Gatot, I think you usually want to take out the taunt here. I don't think you can even taunt a Grok either when he is into his immunity form. So a lot of pressure already built up into the mid side for the side of Azealia Bloom. Yeah, early stage of the game before level 4, of course, the Yi is definitely going to be winning out against the Kadita here unless you get caught on different places or getting the Butterfly upon, but that's going to be Yurski a kill onto the top lane side, but the Flicker coming through. Frost might be in trouble here, taken down very low, and Lomsanga will be grabbing a kill of his own. 1-to-1 kill across the board for both the jungles here. So they are both level 4, so nothing too out of ordinary because they beaten out the Flicker from the Roma as well as the XP lane for the side of CRQ. So it's definitely going to be a big trade here, but onto the top lane side, there's going to be a taunt coming through as well. The knockup is in. Nini Kumar, I think he's onto something here right now, might be able to walk away alive, but 3 members is onto him and he's going to be taken down. Nicholas going onto the other side, trying to get the focus onto the Gatot, but he might not be unable to do so here, but never mind, it's going to be taken down. There's going to be a figure coming through. Lomsang onto Chase. He will be able to take him down. Killing spree already for the Leomor, but that's going to be a stun coming through from Max. He's just trying to get a lot of vision here, and the damage is in. The knockout is coming through with the help. Nico will be able to save Lomsang, not for long, but he's going to be taken down. A shutdown kill onto the hands of the Yi Xin. How is the Yi Xin able to rotate faster than the Freya though? That is going to be a question. Kyra, you got to step up, man, but he is able to get a lot of gold seal here. So definitely he want to trade out everything that he lost with the gold that he's going to be taking. But still, the gold is in favor for Max onto the Yi Xin here because he got a shutdown kill onto Lomsang now. But Ton coming through first. I have to get the knocked out here, but I don't think he'll be able to do anything just yet. But that's going to be Ruski jumping in, and Nico, unaware of the situation, is going to be taken down. Funny enough, it's actually the Sky Piercer into the hands of Nico here. He's got to need to find some kills out there if he want to stack onto the Sky Piercer. But onto the other side near the turtle there, that might be a bit of a situation going on here right now. There's going to be events coming through as well. The RWM coming through, but PCZ flickering away, still able to survive. There's going to be a save coming through as well. Yuski right now with the blue F trying to jump in onto Blood, but he might be getting taunted upon. He's still able to walk away, but he knows, Lomsanga knows that he's going to be out there, but there's going to be a loss going through, and he got the double kill onto PCJ as well as Blood, but onto the other side, there's going to be a rough wave being committed, but no one will be taken down. Nico, he's gonna, I would like if he prio onto the Genius one rather than the Sky Piercer. Because early stages of the game, I feel like, it's more. Oh, never mind. That's gonna be a solo kill onto Max onto that bottom lane. Yeah, this is why I was talking about why you wanna put the Yi Xin against the Freya lane. Yeah, that's not really a good sign, but still, and the try he got, so he's definitely gonna be able to have that goalie that we are looking so far. But with that one kill, Kara is able to turn the tide around, and he is now the one with that goalie. But the turtle is definitely going to be important for the side of Azealia Bloom here, but Lomsanga will be able to take it down, so that is going to be a good turtle set for the side of Leomort here, because until the early stage of the game, the Leomort is in need of those Nico. You got to focus. What are you doing, man? Yeah, that's going to be a wall. The tech starts coming through. 2 of them knocked out. Nico's going to be able to get a lot of damages in, but the rough wave just for survivability. But that's going to be Yuski trying to jump in, but he can't find anyone right now. Nico in trouble. It's going to be taken down away by Nico's Scream, but onto the other side, there's going to be a jump coming through from Blood, but he's unable to land that AOZ. The flicker is already committed. Nico's Scream will be still surviving, but the Revitalize will not be helping Camera Blood to survive that onslaught. And that's going to be another trade into the hands of the side of Azealia. It would be so much better if... Oh, never mind. Still good. 5 kills onto the hands of Yuski already. So this dude is definitely getting the farm that he's needed. Yep, this is already Kyra into the mid lane trying to clear it out. That's going to be Max able to rotate on to the mid side again with him. So nothing out of ordinary, but... Yeah, cooldown Blood. Cooldown boots. Oh, petrified. Definitely gonna be coming through. That's gonna be a hook coming in as well. Lomsanga able to grab a kill onto the other side, but there's gonna be Nini Kumar falling down as well. Lomsanga will still be able to survive, but Max will not be surviving for long. It's taken down. That's gonna be 3 kills again. What a good setup coming through from Nico, but onto the other side though, that's gonna be Nico. He's still not surviving, man. Monster kill for Yuski. He's so well aware when Nichols uses Rough Wave or even the first kill, even the dash, and when he sees that, he's just jumping in and get the kill onto the Kadita. So that's why I feel like it's more beneficial for Nico to go for the genius and the glowing before anything else. But mid lane taunt, Nico's game might be in trouble. No flicker, and he's gonna be taken down. PCJ will be falling down as well. Nico by trying to go for the jump Max, trying to jump in with the mountain stroker, trying to do a lot of damage, but it's gonna be a knockout coming through as well. Not much that they can do here right now, but they have to back away a bit too aggressive coming through from bottom sides, but now they have to stay a little bit passive. But hey, Max, not really a good time to do that. There's gonna be a turn coming through as well. Nini Kumar with the Vengeance will not be able to walk away. He's gonna have to stay into that team fight, killing spree for Lomsanga right now. Yuski trying to jump in is gonna be able to get a cutthroat onto Khmer Blood, and he's gonna be taken down as well. Nico still surviving with a little bit of HP that he has so far. And that is the answer to what we were talking about on the previous Vengeance Phobias. On some cases, you eventually have to bring the flicker man on the phobias, but hey, never mind. Until the other side, Nico being too aggressive will be taken down by Frost with the wall, and that's a lot of damage already accumulated by the side of Azalea Bloom that he's gonna be treated out with. Yeah, sell the Sky Piercer, dude, please. Zenus going, I think that would be so much better in my opinion. Lomsanga though into the mid side, trying to do a little bit of something here and there, trying to get the Phantom Stage. The damage is in, but Nico Scream, he still does not have the flicker. But when you have this amount of frontliners, I don't think you will be caught on because of the passive that the phobias have. Nini Kumar just can't stun him away, and this is also the reason why I was kind of questioning the Leomord pick against the phobias, but it's still gonna be able to work out here now. But that's gonna be a good defense onto the mid side again. Kyra though, he's gonna be onto the top lane yet again. He was successful in taking down the bottom lane onto the first 3 minutes of the game, and he's now onto the change for the top lane too. But Nico's game right now trying to get a lot of damage here, but Kyra will be wasting onto the Valkyrie's ascent just to try to survive. So that's gonna be another 20 seconds of him unable to get that ultimate on time. Long lane plays for Yuski though. He's always gonna be onto the backlines with that Fanny. Yeah, not a good idea to give her the Fanny to this dude, bro. But Kyra though, it's gonna be wall spam punk, cutthroat seal Valva. He doesn't have the ult, and that's gonna be legendary for Yuski. You've got to be aware by now, CRQ, that Fanny is always going to be somewhere you do not really expect. That's why it's important that you have a good boost check. But mid lane Nico's game finally been taken down by Nico. The sole reason you want to play the Kadita is to remove the possibility of the Yif ulting. But Lomsanga on the other hand, getting a lot of taunts here. He's got the damages in the Phantom Steel is available for him. Nini Kumar taken down very low, but he has the Inferno Pursuit still jumping on the members of the side of Azalea Bloom, but that's going to be the King's Calling coming through as well. The taunt in Frost might be in trouble here, taken down very low, and he's going to be taken down by Kyra as well. Not much of an engage coming through, but Yuski now to the mid side. He's going to be jumping, and Nico will be taken down yet again. 5 kills. Every kill should be into the hands of Yuski now. The most that the Nikos have right now, but still Max might be taken down very low. He still have the flicker, and the Dauntless Steed might be able to survive. But he, without the flicker, the Yishin, yeah, he's got to be careful this time around. But Yuski onto the other side, he might have a plan of his own. But yeah, knowing the fact that Lomsanga is still onto his red buff, he will not be going for that steal. But maybe he want to go for the wall spam here. Might not be able to do so here because he's still able to secure onto the red buff with the retribution, which was not used by Yuski just yet. Yeah. Laurie's already up though. Looking at the damages so far for both of the sides, they just want to go for the brawl here, Nico. He's taking a lot of damage. You don't want to be getting caught onto those front lines too, because as a mate you want to stay healthy, because it's going to be very, very important that you are onto the behind side. But nevertheless, that's going to be, oh my goodness, a King's Calling, a big ultimate being wasted, and this can be a green light for the Lord to come through here by bot lane though. Lomsanga getting solo kill by Yuski to that Fanny. But honestly speaking, yeah, people usually pick out the Fanny when they see the Leomord. So yeah, that's it. That's why it's important that you know what to last pick into that draft. Not a very, very good day to play a Leomord here. But Nini Kumar though, I think he's dishing out a lot of defenses, damages here. He's able to sustain. That's gonna be a good journey coming through as well. But hey, he wasted out the ultimate coming through with the rough waves. Nico will be able to do something here, getting a kill onto Nini Kumar as well. But that's gonna be a lot already taken down. But I feel like it's not necessary. That that play wasn't necessary for Nini Kumar to do that because they could still have taken the Lord without him doing that because Lomsanga died and there was no retribution coming through from the side of CRQ here. Hey, Yuski, I saw that too, Kevin miss, man. But he's gonna be trying to go in again. Normal sort of damage that he will be able to give so far because he was unable to hit a target. But still, they have the Lord into their favor. They can play the top lane again for Yuski, but they might eventually be able to have a good lead with this Lord here because they still have Nico's Scream who have the ultimate. But look at the stun, the stun coming through from Max. He's able to get out a lot of damage and stun in, and that's definitely going to be in favor for the side of Azalea Bloom right now. But still, they have the outer inhibitor that they have to take care of, so mid lane should be what they're going to be taking here right now. Another one, the AOZ just for the zone here, but it's going to be Max getting taunted by. He might be in trouble. There's going to be a knockout coming through as well. Inferno Pursuit coming in, jumped is down. Nikuma able to take Kyra down, and Max still able to survive with the dash that he has so far, and that is going to be only one member down. CRQ, they are struggling into this game. 36k is what the goal is, about 3k goal lead into the hands of Azalea. Boom. Looking at the build so far, oh my god, Nick, oh, that's gonna be a tech charge coming through as well. Nico's skin will be taken down, but Lomsanga will be able to grab a kill onto Max as well, but there's gonna be a taunt coming in. Nini Kumar getting a knocked off. He might be getting another hook on his own, but onto the backline, that's gonna be Yusuke diving in, and it's gonna be grabbing the legendary with PCJ, taking down Frost. He have to be onto the run right now, but the wall is coming in. He's still able to walk over. He does still have the flicker, so he's still just holding on to it just in case, but onto the mid side though, he might be able to clear it out. Yuski will be back into the picture. That's going to be one turret down. Oh, the stun is in. Yuski will be getting shut down by Lomsanga. That is going to be a perfect revenge, but he will be losing now. Onto the blue buff again. Frost, never mind. He's the one who got the blue buff. But that was a good deny, but a good shutdown. He got a lot of bounty on his head, so Lomsanga getting that kill, yeah, not the best case scenario for the side of Azalea Bloom, but Nico, no, that was a good damage that he was in, but he's still able to survive. Very sleek of the mermaid coming through here. BOD already for Lomsanga as well as Max, so this is going to be a lot of damage coming through into the other side though. Kumar Blood, he's onto something here alone. The Phantom Step coming in. Frost will be onto the run right now. It's going to be getting taunted upon. That's going to be the ult coming in, but AOZ will be enough to take him down. That's going to be Max trying to get a lot of damage, but Lomsanga will be able to get a killing spree. Nico's going to the other side, will be in trouble, will be taken down by Kaira. Into the mid side though, it's going to be Yusuke just trying to zone them away. Without the blue buff, he's unable to do anything that he was into the early phases of the game. But looking like CRQ, they are turning around the events here for themselves. The endless battle already into the hands of Kyra and War X2, so he was able to get out a lot of sustain, a lot of damage. But Yuski, not the best idea, dude. You cannot really go for the contest, and there are 4 members there. Nico's position is kind of weird though. Who does he want? Frost should be aware. Nini Kumar wouldn't die. Frost will not die. Nico's come? Yeah, that is a perfect buck of a target. Yeah, don't go near that boost. Don't go near that boost, Nico. He did! That's gonna be a petrify coming too, but Nico! Oh no, that's not a good sign! That's really not a good sign, and it's gonna be taken down. Oh my goodness. Caught in HD. Yeah, I mean the position was good, but that was awkward. You could have just deleted it. But I think it's also because of the blood wings that's built on by Nico's Scrim, because he was so tanky and that's that's gonna be a double hook coming through. The AOZ coming in as well. Nico's might be in trouble. It's gonna be taken down. Lomsanga able to grab that kill, but that's gonna be the tech trust coming in. Good set coming through, but it's gonna be Yuski diving in. He's got a lot of kills on his board already, but that was a perfect set. Amazingly well done, Lomsanga. Have the Phantom State Max. You don't want to do that, man. That's a lot of damage already onto the Leomord. No! That was close. If you died right there, it was over for Azalea Bloom. I think both of the teams are lacking a lot of discipline, though. I can't lie. They deserve to play against each other. Not gonna lie. Both of them have the same mindset. Nico, Nico. I think this time Azila Bloom will be able to predict out where he's always gonna be because the position so far is predictable now. So you gotta change the bush. You got to change the boost that you want to be in because you don't want to do the same mistake again. But onto the other side, Okaida, yeah, unable to steal on onto the blue buff, so Yusuke will be able to have the blue buff. So trust these guys to go rampant again onto the back lines here, especially onto Nico again. So Kadita usually have a better time against the Fanny, but when you are already using away all of your skills, that's where the Fanny will dive in. Full build already, War X again. An endless battle for a Fanny? Huh, that is a very sustainable Fanny. I've never seen this kind of build on Fanny, by the way. It's usually a brute force or something like that, but Nurski might be a different breed of his own. Malefic Gun, Malefic Roar already for Max here. I don't understand why Nico went for the Wishing Lantern because usually when you play a Kadita, you might want to go for the burst damage. And Wishing Lantern is more of a poke damage. Yeah, a poke item. But top lane, Yusuke, oh, not a good place to be caught upon. The Petrify coming in handy. Nico redeeming himself, but onto the mid side, there's going to be a King's Calling coming to as well. Kumar will be taken down as well. Frost might be still onto the run. The tech turns and the flicker, saving him from the CRQ onslaught. And now the jungle is not available, neither is the XP laner for the side of Agelia Bloom. A very, very green light to take the Lord, but mid lane Max might be trying to go for a solo kill onto Nico. He might be able to chase him down, but the flicker is still there to help him survive. Lomsanga was there to protect his teammate, but what a good help with the build. Blood Wings does do wonders to the mages here. But there's gonna be a hook onto Frost. That's AOZ coming in as well. A good taunt. Yusuke trying to go in, deal some damage, but Frost will be taking down. The RWM coming through as well. Nico Scrim trying to get a kill to PCZ, but he's gonna be flickering away. But here comes Yusuke. He doesn't really have the blue buff. He's unable to do anything right now. Lomsanga with the Phantom Steed riding onto the horse still might be able to do a lot of damage. Yusuke in trouble. He doesn't really have the mana. Max trying to go in for a 1v1 situation yet again, will not be able to win it out, and that's gonna be double kill for Lomsanga. 2 kills onto the hands of the jungle for the side of CRQ, and they have the Lord as well. I don't understand why they went for that though. It could have been so much better if they go for defense. Yeah. But no, the clearance is not good. They do have the growth for Azealia Bloom, but they should be losing AOZ onto the mid side. There's a lot of damage coming to it. Nico will be taken down very low. There's gonna be the Minster with the damage as in the ultimate. The tech charts coming in. Neko's going onto the other side, dishing out a lot of damage. Kyra is onto him. He might be in trouble. That's not the half. The flicker is gonna be taken down as well. Max still not able to come out through. The Lord is marching in into the mid-side. Frost still trying to focus a little bit onto it. Nico trying to go in with the Petrify, able to take Max down, and that's gonna be the end for the side of Agelia Bloom. Game of Thrones is what the name of the game is gonna be. Both sides, a lot of throws happening, but Lomsang, I mean, he did a really good job in trying to get a solo kill onto both of the members for the side of Agelia Bloom there. Max, man. This is kind of the reason why you usually don't want to play the Yi Xinshin against Freya into the lane. You don't have that early game, and as a Yi Xinshin, when you don't have early game, that's where the problem comes in. It's like, it's not a bad hero, but it's like you can't do anything without damage, without early game. That kind of, yeah. Wait, are they done? Oh no. Kiss me hard before you go. Maybe this time around Azealia Bloom I want to pick punishment, right? Because if you want to if you want to let go of the Freya, you might want to have an answer for the Freya. Okay. But the draft, though, both of the draft are kind of like, how to even put. It was. It kind of overlapped, although. They kind of overlap each other because, usually you don't pick the Luma when you see that. Oh, wow. PC. I just can't take it anymore. Just can't take it. Do you wanna be? It's a sweet in you. Looking nice inside this crowded room. Oh, you look at me, I can't refuse. Oops. Sana. I